looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the Pittsburgh Steelers. That'll be taken in the end zone. Oh, nice move. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Here we go.
Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Second and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Roethlisberger hooking up with Brown to get the Steelers a first.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. A screen to Bell. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. The loss of 3 on that 1st down pass play, now 2nd and 13. From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. And yes, complete to the tight end McDonald. And he's got this down to the 35. His first catch, good for 14 there and a 1st down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. Man open left side is Brown. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
There's no doubt about it. That's just one of the best connections in the league. Big Ben throwing it to Antonio Brown, and Antonio Brown has turned himself into such a player. A low-round draft pick, but you can't beat his determination or work ethic, and Big Ben welcomes that.
And Big Ben won a Super Bowl at 23, youngest ever to do so, has never looked back. Now a first down carry by Bell, and he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, it's Bell. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be third down and about the length of the football. And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's third and short. They'll try and run for it with Bell. Bell's, and he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Le'Veon Bell with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell on now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 23.
Ready. We're waiting.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. To Vereen out in the flat. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, easy. Hey, under. Hey, two.
Shotgun now for Breeze. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46.
0-2.
The first carry for the Utah man now. It's Joe Williams. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Breeze to throw on 2nd down. Over the middle, open is Thomas. First catch so far for the man who led the NFL coming into the weekend. He's got a 1st down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now Breeze throwing on second down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Breeze. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And Lutz's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And, partner, I'm going to make a quick pivot here and ask you to play general manager. It's well documented they're last in the league in offense, number 32. What changes might they make?
And this is where you have to be almost like a chess master as a general manager because you have a few things at your disposal that you need to use. Obviously, the draft, free agency, maybe you can make some trades, but also look at your practice squad. Have you been grooming players to promote and give them an opportunity to play as well? That way, you start to supplement as well as replace guys that need it.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Like 30. 8.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Now a first down and then some. And all the way up to the 46. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Alex Okafor in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Set. Blue 30.
Now Roethlisberger going to hand the bell. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Roethlisberger. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Alex Okafor in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. On fourth down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 15. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2 as they take over following the punt with a 1st and 10. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They begin the drive with Williams. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Now a first carry here for Shane Vereen. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
On second down, here's Breeze. Over the middle, it's Thomas. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Break it down, fellas. Break it down. Four down. Chicks, ready. You're 90. 36. 30%.
Breeze going to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Stephon Tuitt, the former Notre Dame man. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on fourth down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Fielded at about the 28. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Set. Blue 30.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
After the penalty, it's Bell. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well.
Focus, focus.
On 3rd and 1, it's Roethlisberger. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
They'll hand it off now. Williams. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Here we go.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. To throw is Breeze. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Now Breeze. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. A first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Hey, kill.
Breeze now. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant, A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Ready? You ready? You're Mike 50. Ready, like that.
Now a pitch out to Williams. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints are able to cash in for 6. Will Lutz on for the point after. Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. Lutz now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. It's complete to Brown, right side. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. First down now, but that clock rolling.
And there's a man they call AB, always a volume receiver. He gobbles up catches. Holds a number 2 and number 4 spots for most receptions in a season in NFL history. And in 2015, just 7 catches shy of setting the single-season mark for most receptions, currently held by Marvin Harrison, a Hall of Famer.
He had 136 catches that year on the heels of 129 the season before. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Second and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. Wide open receiver, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Set. Block 80.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah, what's going on? It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. He's going deep for Brown. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Now Ben on 3rd and long. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
So it's halftime here in New Orleans with the Saints out in front. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. On 2nd down, Williams. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll get it out just short of the 45 at the 44. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On the counter, here's Williams. Avoids him at the 40. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Gets fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And McDonald here over the middle. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Set.
3rd and 2. Now Roethlisberger. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Roethlisberger now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on first down. Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. Fancy footwork in midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards that time and a Pittsburgh first.
I know every time we watch Le'Veon Bell play, we think about him making people miss, the hesitation move. But you remember, he came out of Michigan State as a bruiser and a thumper, and he still has those capabilities.
At 225 pounds, an underrated part of his game. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. This is Bell on the dump off. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Man open left side is Brown. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
And the Steelers on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll go back to the ground with Bell. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. Over the middle here to Brown. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down. Roethlisberger now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll pitch it out to Bell. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Tackle there going to Marshawn Lattimore.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
Here's Roethlisberger. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 11. So after the INT, it's Breeze. And it's hauled in by Ben Watson. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Easy. 11.
Breeze now on 1st down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Able to power through, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Ready, 90, 80%.
Throwing on 1st down is Breeze. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. The former Buckeye, Cameron Hayward. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. From the gun, it's Breeze. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there of 20 yards. A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. T.J. Watt in on the tackle.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Here we go.
Again, it's Williams. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Artie Burns, the cornerback, brings him down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The Saints on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the 4th. The Saints on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Hey, ready. Yellow lady.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line.
They've got to do a better job up front and create some space because they're right there, almost literally on their own goal line.
Just a couple of feet away from a safety. That could have been disastrous. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now Roethlisberger back into his end zone. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Now Roethlisberger. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Give him 30 yards there. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
The give is to Bell. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Teo coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now it's Roethlisberger. A screen to Bell. And some room to work. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident and keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Dancing to his left. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
A give to Bell. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers have now made this a one-score game. He's having a nice little game. Maybe already has an eye on that third touchdown.
And how about what our producer, Christian McLeod, likes to say when they've scored touchdowns like this? He's put a tent up in Touchdown City.
Boswell good with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there with officially a 103-yard return. And the Saints add on to their lead. A big-time special teams play here in the fourth quarter to extend their lead.
And coaches preach it all the time. If you can score on special teams, your chances of winning the game really jump up in a big way. Now, I'll let our analytics friends quantify it and give us the exact numbers, but that's what coaches talk about all the time, that extra momentum, that extra bounce you get from a special team score.
I don't have any analytics friends. Those are your friends.
I'll claim them.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. His throw here's incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Second and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. Throw left side is complete to Rodgers. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 5. Roethlisberger will throw. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Bud Dupree, a former first-round pick, in on the stop.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8.
Ready. United.
Shotgun now for Breeze. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 85 catches for him on the year now, and the result there is a first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Breeze now on 1st down. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Breeze going to throw here. This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. They'll run it with Williams. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Lutz will look to add the extra point. Lutz with the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Lutz now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. That'll go as a loss of 9, and it leads to third down. And the Steelers on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 19. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He gets it to Brown, complete. Antonio Brown, kiss him goodbye. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And, yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
They go for just one here as it's up and good. And that will shave one more off this lead. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. Well, I know at points in this one you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for New Orleans, many wondered if a second win would come, but here it is as they climb to 2-13 now. And they'll have another home date next week as the Carolina Panthers come to town. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, it's another loss as they now fall to 4-11. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.